They had conquered worlds with ease. For nearly 1,000 galactic cycles, the Varn Dominion surged in the galactic core like a virus. Their fleets, elegant and cold, spread across systems with an inevitability that crushed resistance before it could take root. Planets surrender within hours, some within minutes. After seeing the black banners of the Varn appear in orbit, the Varn needed no mercy, and they gave none. Their secret was not just superior technology. It was strategy, precision, and psychological warfare. They would jam planetary communications, unleash orbital bombardments just enough to cripple infrastructure, then offer survival in exchange for obedience. The galaxy trembled, bent the knee, and fed the Varn machine. Then came Sol 3, Earth. It was classified as a Class D planet, previously isolated, located on the edge of a spiral arm. Scans showed signs of industrialization, radiation signatures from fission, evidence of climate manipulation, and crude orbital debris, nothing beyond what the Varn had seen and crushed 100 times before. There were no defense rings, no gate shields, no planetary AI cortex. It was, by all measures, unremarkable. But curiosity lingered. The high strategist Oryx Tal, overseeing the conquest of the Perseus Spur, dispatched a small fleet, a skirmish group of 3 dread cruisers and 8 corvettes, enough to subjugate a planetary system in hours. They arrived in Sol system with protocol precision, warping into Neptune's orbit, scanning for threats. Nothing. They advanced. It wasn't until they passed Mars that the anomaly occurred. A ship appeared. Just one. It wasn't in the database. It didn't broadcast any signal. It didn't match any known architectural design. No elegant curvature like the Dalan. No bone and metal structure like the Karn. It was black, jagged, brutal, like someone had carved a mountain from space and filled it with rage. It simply hovered near Earth's orbit, silent. The lead Varn cruiser transmitted the standard ultimatum, surrender or perish. No reply. Then the human ship moved. It didn't warp. It didn't fire engines. It glided, somehow, against inertia, against gravity, as if the laws of physics bent around it. Oryx Tal ordered a warning shot. A corvette launched a pulse torpedo. Blue energy surged across space and struck the unknown vessel. No damage, not even a scorch mark. Before anyone could react, the human ship responded. The attack was not theatrical. It was not cinematic. It was methodical. A single beam of scarlet light lanced out. No sound, no explosion. Just pure, controlled death. The corvette disintegrated, molecular bonds unspooling in an instant. One moment it was there. The next, nothing. Silence gripped the Varn. Oryx Tal hesitated. That was rare. In all his campaigns, he had never faced a single ship capable of destroying one of theirs so effortlessly. Still, numbers dictated power. He ordered full engagement. The Varn dread cruisers launched swarms of attack drones. Their corvettes split into evasive formations. Missiles, pulse torpedoes, graviton beams, all surged toward the lone vessel. None landed. The human warship danced, not in speed, but in defiance of logic. It flickered, blinked, reappeared behind them. It released no countermeasures, no defense systems. It simply wasn't there when attacked, then was when it struck. One by one, Varn ships blinked out of existence. The dread cruisers, massive and proud, cracked open like eggs, spilling burning debris into space. Oryx Tal watched his fleet vanish in minutes. He sent a hyperpulse to the Dominion core. Unknown human vessel. Weaponization unprecedented. Loss imminent. Recommend immediate isolation of Sol system. Then his bridge exploded. The war was over before it began. But the real terror came later. The Varn, reeling from the loss, dispatched a diplomatic drone to Earth, not to surrender, but to negotiate containment. They offered non-intervention, trade, secrets, anything to avoid conflict. The drone never returned. Instead, a message echoed across Dominion space. It was human in origin, in voice, clear, brutal English. You came uninvited. You will not leave. Earth is not a prize. It is a warning. The Varn quarantined the system. They erased Sol 3 from their navigational charts. Ships were forbidden from passing within 10 light years. Whispers of the encounter spread to other empires. The Dalon called it the Abyss Ship. The Karn called it the Shadow in Orbit. The humans called it Leviathan. But none of them knew the truth. Leviathan was one of many, a relic of a war humans never spoke of, a war not between nations, but timelines, dimensions, realities, a war where humanity ascended through necessity, mastering technologies that devoured stars and tore apart entropy, and then, with horror, realized they had gone too far. So they hid it, buried it, shut it all down, until the Varn knocked on the door. What the Varn saw was not humanity's might. It was a lock. The key, thankfully, remained hidden. For now, but deep in the shadow of Jupiter, in a forgotten moon base under Callisto's ice, Leviathan wasn't the only ship waiting. They were dormant, waiting, watching, and one of them stirred. Ask CH.